What's going on, guys? Welcome to my squared circle. Welcome to my channel. I go by the name of BX Boxer. Today we're gonna have a little comic discussion. We're gonna talk comic books, King in Black, but we're gonna also talk about Wonder Woman 1984. Spoilers ahead if you haven't seen the movie, which I'm pretty sure everybody has because there's like 1,000,001 reviews. We're gonna add 1,000,002 with this video. And also, guys, if you guys like the content that I'm dropping, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment. I'm going to try to drop content 2 to 3 times a week as frequently as possible. So hopefully you guys are enjoying what's coming out. So Wonder Woman 1984, I went in with high hopes because I felt like the first movie not saved, but brought a better expectation to the DC universe, DCEU universe, also with Aquaman. But Wonder Woman 1 was real good. I like how everything just flowed in the same direction from beginning to end. In the beginning, it's always about her with the Amazonians and coming into being a warrior that she wanted to be and dealing with the Ares god and everything like that. But it all just flowed into the same. It was one big story with a lot of history and mythology into it and a lot of comic book essence as well. And when going into Wonder Woman 1984, it was just the beginning felt it was going in that same direction, but the minute that you go into 1984 and you leave from when she was a child, it all downhill from there. The story didn't flow as well. The movie didn't flow as well. I didn't feel that sense of comic book essence from that movie. I felt like it was a rom-com filled with action. In the beginning, I was really digging it because you see her going through the trails of her, again, coming into her warrior lifestyle, her Amazonian lifestyle that she wanted to be. But I felt like the whole beginning of the movie had nothing to do with the rest of the movie, except for one part, which was the end, when Lynda Carter's Ares popped up, Athena's character popped up. But it was just all over the place after the opening scene. So Diana, Wonder Woman, is basically working in a museum, the Smithsonian. And even though she has all this happiness, she does feel lost. She doesn't feel the love. She's missing Stephen Trevor, Chris's Pine character from the first movie who died. And I felt like everything was so cheesy in the setup of you get everything through a wish. You wish for something. Everything you wish for, you get. It's a wish, it's a wish. And also it's like tit for tat. You give to get or you get to give. I wasn't really feeling that. I didn't like it throughout the whole movie because you have the Barbara Minerva, Cheetah, Kristen Wiig's character, and it's just a typical klutzy, ditzy kind of, not ditzy because she's smart, but just gullible, to say the least, of a character. And then you have the greedy character who is Maxwell Lord, which I don't like. I don't really like the much how they deviated away from his character because in the comic, he appeared in Justice League #1. But his character was he was like an honest character, devoted to his son. And this character was the complete opposite. Just a greedy person, not really caring about nothing, not really caring about his kid, just all about self. And the fact that he made himself into the stone, I felt like that was a cop-out. It was just poor writing, not in the directive standpoint, because Patty Jenkins, she killed it on the first movie, and I don't have no doubt for doing good jobs in the Disney Plus series, but in the movie, I feel like it was just writing. It was just all over the place. So many plot holes, things that didn't really stick. And I felt a lot of the emotions in the movie were over-exaggerated, like in the ending. It was just over-exaggerated. And the fact that you could just say, I renounce my wish, and then that's it. It was done. I didn't even hear that anywhere in the movie. That you could just say, I renounce my wish, and then that's it. I thought if anything, you could have to find out how to get him back, how to send him back, or how to send your wishes back. For that easy way out, like, oh, I renounce my wish, and then everything's back to normal, that was a cop-out, in my opinion. I didn't like that. And for it to be 2.5 hours long, they could have put in more of a solid story. Because 2.5 hours, that's like Infinity War. I mean, it was like, what's going on with that? But was it a terrible movie? No. Was it Daredevil terrible? No. But, again, it was just all over the place. I would have liked to have it consistently with one, and then we could have been better off with that. But, I mean, hopefully I heard I saw somewhere they announced Wonder Woman #3 is confirmed. Hopefully it has a better shot than the second one did. I wonder what kind of storyline they're gonna go with. But yeah, that's all the Wonder Woman talk. So now we're gonna talk a little bit of King of Black. King of Black, everybody knows a comic. It's a hot comic right now. And I say hot, I don't mean price-wise. I just mean like story-wise. Donny Cates is killing it. You know, Ryan Stegman doing a great job as well. I don't really want to talk too much about the first one because there's like 1,000,001 reviews for that as well. But I'm going to talk what I think is going on and the connection that I saw. So the first one, when I read it, I felt like I just left from seeing Infinity War. I was like, what happens now? You have Null, who basically took over everything. He's the king. Everything's in total darkness. So I'm like, where do they go from here? Like, what can possibly happen? So we fast forward now to King of Black 2. You have Eddie Brock, fell, came down hard. And now you have all the heroes rallying up, basically trying to say what's going on here. And Tony has this crazy idea to use Extremis to extract the symbiote to try to bond it with Eddie. That didn't go well. Eddie just flatlines after Dylan blasts the symbiote off of him. I'm skipping some parts here, but I'm getting back to that in a minute, so try to bear with me, guys. And also, I want to give a quick shout out to the Pressable Defects, to Thorough, Keep It Thorough Comics, and Gem Mint. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. The Pressable Defects and Thorough, they're like the archaeologists of this comic book community. The way they're specking things, they're breaking it down. It's amazing to see how they connect these books to modern books. It's crazy to see that. And that's awesome. And I take my hat off to you guys for that. And also, I want to give a shout out to Gem Mint because I made this connection to Dr. Doom because of Gem Mint, because he posted the review of the book for Dr. Doom #10. It was the last issue of the 10-issue miniseries. And at the Dr. Doom, basically, in the Dr. Doom 10 issue, has come across an alternate version of himself who is happy with kids and wife and everything. And something I guess that he's always been missing on the inside. So the alternate version, Victor Von Doom, takes Dr. Doom down to his basement or to a part of his house, and he shows off the Infinity Stones, the Cosmic Cube, and the Nullifier, and a bunch of other weapons to use against a great threat against the world. Now, to go back to King of Black, issue #2, they're in the Fantastic Four lab, and Black Panther says, can we not use the Cosmic Cube, Infinity Stones, on the Nullifier against the King of Abyss? I don't know if that's a coincidence that the same week you have the King of Black 2 drop and then Dr. Doom drop, these great weapons to be used against a force like Null just pops up like that. Because now we're going to go back to Dr. Doom 10, issue #10. Dr. Doom grabs the Nullifier and blasts the alternate version of Victor Von Doom. He goes mad, and it's like he basically takes everything. And at the end of that issue, he's with Kang, and Kang basically tells him, so are you not good? And then Victor Von Doom, Dr. Doom basically just says, I've never been good. Good is not my thing. It's not within me. I've always been evil. I've always been that guy. Now we're going back to King of Black, when you have all the heroes rallying up all their villains. Because at the end of the day, in King of Black, there is no good and bad. Null is that bad. He is the only bad. And that at the end of the day, you have to use everything to get rid of that force that he is. So you have Dracula, you have Blade, who goes to recruit Dracula. You have Namor to recruit the dark army of the underworld, the underseas. And you have Kingpin going to his bar to try to get as many evil people as he can. Anybody, because it's like all hands on deck right now. And I feel that maybe Dr. Doom might be that evil, that necessary evil to defeat Null. Because he has these weapons that Black Panther spoke about in his possession right now. So maybe he might come and be an evil against evil. He may be that necessary evil that we might need right now. That's just my assumption, what I've been putting into play. I'm not trying to spec or anything like that, but that's just my assumption. It couldn't be a coincidence that you have Black Panther talking about these cosmic weapons, these great weapons, and then it pops up in the Doctor Doom issue. I just found it a big coincidence. If it is, that is a big coincidence. But hopefully I'm not wrong about that. And if that would be pretty dope to see if you have Doctor Doom versus No. I mean, that would be an awesome battle because you have two great evil characters just duking it out for the greater of the world. You only have one evil. It would be pretty dope to see. But guys, I hope you like the content that I'm dropping. If you are, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment on what you think might be going on, what you think about the movie, what you think about the comics, and where it might be headed. And hopefully you guys comment. I'm looking forward to chatting with you in the comment section. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and enjoying the content. And stay well. Hope to see you around.